Check it out, guys. Y'all may or may not know, but I've had the white Saber in for a couple weeks now, the white Saber trimmer that is, and in this video, I'm gonna be letting y'all know what I think about this trimmer, basically giving y'all a review and letting y'all know what I think about this trimmer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright guys, before we get really deep into this video, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to like this video, subscribe one time for the one time, comment down below, let me know you're new to the channel, you know what I'm saying? On this channel, we talk about everything barber related. We do unboxings, we do reviews, haircut tutorials, tips, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving advice, just a lot of barber content on this channel. So once again, if you are new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button one time for the one time. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start talking about the white Saber trimmer. Now, I've had this trimmer, like I said, for about 2-3 weeks now, maybe a little longer actually. I did not do an unboxing video, and the reason why I did not do an unboxing video is because it basically comes with everything you get in the original gold Saber box and the black Saber box. So just to recap, you know, it comes with a trimmer, comes with a charging dock, comes with a charging brick and a charging cord, comes with some oil and a cleaning brush and the pamphlet. That's basically all that comes inside of the box for the Saber trimmer, right? So I didn't really feel the need to do an unboxing, but if you'd like to check out one of my unboxing videos on the Saber, I'll put the link up here somewhere. That way y'all can actually check that out and check out the unboxing to the older Saber trimmers. But once again, it's got the same stuff in it, so basically same video, right? But like I said, we're gonna be talking about this trimmer here and what I like about it. Now, y'all already know, if y'all watched my top trimmers going into 2026, that I really like using the Saber trimmer, right? Personally, the Saber trimmer is just my favorite trimmer, right? I'm not saying that it's the best trimmer out. I'm not saying that there aren't other trimmers as good as this trimmer or better. I'm just saying, for me, my favorite trimmer, right? So I want to put that out there, that way y'all know that this is one of my favorite tools. So I may be talking highly about it. Once again, these are just my opinions. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and switch the video, go watch someone else's video on it, or whatever the case may be, right? But that's just me, you know, letting y'all know how I feel about this trimmer. Now, if you are interested in this Saber trimmer, there's 2 ways you can get this trimmer, right? Well, there's more than 2, but I'm gonna give y'all 2. You can go to StyleCraftUS.com and use my discount code TANK10 on that website. You'll save yourself a little bit of money. Or you can go to fwbarbersupply.com and use my discount code TANK on that website. And once again, you save yourself some money. So 2 ways y'all can purchase this trimmer, 2 ways you can save some money, 2 ways you can get a good all-around trimmer, right? But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the specs of this trimmer. So we do have a digital brushless motor on this trimmer that runs up to 7,500 RPMs. Now, obviously that's a good speed for a motor. As y'all can hear, it doesn't sound too loud, but it's got a nice hum to it. 7,500 RPMs is, like I said, it's a lot of power for a trimmer, right? And I want to say that because I use this trimmer for balding and lining. I can use it for everything, right? So with that 7,500 RPM motor, it really helps me basically get the job done, right? Once again, I'm not saying that there's not other trimmers that can do that. I have just had some trimmers in the past that sometimes when it comes to balding out, they don't bald out that well. And I don't know if that's due to the blade, due to the motor, or due to the RPM speed. So I'm just putting it out there for y'all, right? Just so y'all know, right? But as y'all can see, we do have the X Pro blade on here. Now, me personally, I enjoy the gold X Pro blade a little better. However, this black one ain't bad. I do have the black X Pro blade on my black Sabers, and then now I have it on this Saber, right? And all in all, great blade to put on a trimmer. I have put this blade on different trimmers to see how they work, and I think the blade is just a really standout blade. I think the blade works really well on almost any StyleCraft or Gamma tool. However, maybe it's the combination with the motor and the RPM speed or whatever the case may be, but I just think when that blade is on this trimmer, I just think it works a little better, and I think it works till its full capabilities, right? So once again, we got that X Pro wide blade on there with the one deep tooth cutter. So we do have a deep tooth cutting blade on there, and that is really what's gonna help us bald out, and it's gonna help feed some of that longer hair. As far as runtime, we do get 3 hours of runtime on this trimmer. So that's a lot of time, right? And the reason why I say that's a lot of time is some people gonna say like, bro, 3 hours really ain't that long. And even though 3 hours probably really ain't that long, if you're doing 30-minute haircuts, that's at least six different haircuts, right? However, that's if you're using this consistently through the whole haircut. But you're not. You're using it to line up and bald out, and that's probably it. You might do a little bit of detailing with it, you know, might I might do a couple other things with a couple designs or whatnot, but for it to last 3 hours, you know what I'm saying, I think that is a good runtime. A lot of people complain when trimmers and clippers only last about 2 hours, so 3 hours is pushing that limit a little bit. Now, I know there are some clippers and trimmers that run 4 hours. Once again, those are good times as well, right? I just think for a trimmer, I think 3 hours is good because once again, like I said, you're not really going to be using it as long, right? And then also it does come with a charging dock. So the good thing about the trimmer coming with a charging dock is whenever you're not using it, you got that charging dock plugged in, boom, put it on the charging dock. That thing gonna charge up and it's basically gonna stay charged the whole day, right? I have the charging dock on my station, and if I'm using this trimmer, and like I said, if I bought out with it and line up with it, I put it back on the charging dock, do the rest of the haircut with it, come back, do a little bit of detail, you know, clean up some lines or whatever, put it back on the charger. It's gonna stay charged up for the whole day. So I wanna put that out there, but it does have a 3-hour runtime for y'all who are interested and for y'all who wanna know about that. And in case y'all don't know, this trimmer is a full metal bodied clipper, meaning the whole trimmer is metal, right? So as y'all can see or hear, it's a metal trimmer. So when you turn this thing on, that's why it's not too loud. Because of the metal body, it helps dampen the noise. It absorbs some of the vibration so it doesn't feel too aggressive in the hand as well, but it helps absorb some of that vibration. That way it's not too loud. So I don't think that's a loud hum. Some of y'all online might say it is. Some of y'all might say it's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue if it is or it isn't. I'm just letting y'all know that I don't think it's too loud, right? Some of y'all may think it's too loud, some of y'all may not, but it is what it is. The really good thing about this trimmer, well, I don't want to say it's the really good thing, but what I like about this trimmer is the actual white body, man. The white body looks sleek. I know it may be a little hard to see on camera due to my lighting, but that white body is just, I don't know, I think that white body looks good on it, man. I've been on a kick here lately using white tools, you know what I'm saying? Like I got the white Saber clipper, now I got the white Saber trimmer. I got some other white tools on my station that I just like the way they look when I'm doing videos and stuff with them. Not saying that there's anything wrong with the black one or the gold one. It's just, I like to change the feel up sometimes, right? So nonetheless, man, I'm really liking the white version of this trimmer. And like I said, as far as performance-wise, man, this thing works really well. You do get a good finish with this blade just straight out the box. Some people may want to zero gap it, and that's the good thing about this tool. And a lot of other tools, right? It's not just this tool, but that's the good thing about these tools is you can zero gap the blade to your liking. So if you have a trimmer that has a good blade on it, but it's just not hitting the way you want it to hit, chances are if you zero gap the blade, it's gonna hit better and perform better, right? So like I said, if you have a trimmer that you think is a good trimmer, but it just doesn't hit or doesn't get it as bald as you would like, really, all you gotta do is zero gap the tool and it's gonna perform a little more to your liking. Some people like this fresh out the box. I've only used this fresh out the box. I haven't zero gapped the tool, and the reason why is I like to use my tools just factory setting, fresh out the box, see how they actually work, see if there's something that I may want to use long term or not, and I don't feel that I need to adjust this blade. Now, if I wanted to hit a little better, yes, I will zero gap the blade. However, the way I see it is, as long as it leaves a sharp line and I don't gotta keep going over, you know what I'm saying, the line over and over and over for it to get that line sharp and to get the edge up the way I want it to look, I don't need it to get that short, and the reason why is I'm gonna go over this with the razor blade anyways, right? So as long as it gets it short enough and it's a nice line and it doesn't struggle with taking that hair down and leaving lines, then I can go over anything with the blade anyway, so that's not really a problem to me. I know a lot of barbers really like their trimmers to hit really hard, leave a super, super sharp line, and that's our preference base, right? I do like the way it looks when you're lining up and you do have a trimmer that gets it that short, but I don't like to run the risk of irritation. There's a lot of barbers, even some of my tools, when I do a video, you can see that they're getting irritated, you know, a little red in certain areas due to the blade being too close. So I like to stray away from that. So most of the time I use my tools fresh out the box first and then I'll adjust them as needed. But fresh out the box, I think this tool works well. And like I said, if you wanted to, you can zero gap it. If you like a little shorter, you can zero gap it and you can set the blade to your liking. That way it performs the way you want it to perform. Now, as far as the price on this tool, the price is $209.95 at StyleCraftUS.com right now. They do have some of these available in stock right now. So if y'all want to get it right now, y'all can head over to that website and use my discount code TANK10. You'll save yourself about $22. You know what I'm saying? I know you're going to be thinking like, bro, that's not much. It's not much, but it's saving you a little bit of money. So, you know, it is what it is. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't, you ain't got to, right? But with that being said, man, that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to tell y'all the specs of this trimmer, let y'all know how I feel about the trimmer. Once again, right now it's my go-to trimmer, right? I use it for lining, use it for balding, using it to get out that bottom line. I use it for designs when I gotta do a couple designs here and there. So me, I like this thing. Some people aren't gonna like it, and that's totally fine. Everyone can have their own opinion, and they can feel how they want to feel, and they can use tools they want to use, right? And that's the beauty about so many brands coming out with new tools right now. I know some people get mad that all these brands are coming out with new tools, but I think that's the beauty of it, because we have so many options now as barbers, right? 15 years ago, there wasn't a lot of options. You was either using the Wall Senior, the Wall Detailer for the trimmer, or the Andis Masters, or the T-Outliner for the trimmer. So those were really the only options. Now, we got a bunch of trimmers out there. We got a bunch of clippers out there. So I think that's great about the industry in today's day and age, in today's market, is we have a lot of options. So you can really try out new things and find out what tools work best for you and your style of cutting. You know, find the tools that give you and your clients the best product. So all in all, man, once again, like I said, I feel this is a great tool. My favorite trimmer as of right now. We're going to keep using this thing, going to stay on the station. But with that being said, man, that's basically it for this video. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. And that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.